Well, here we are in Sabanés, just before I'm in Reina de las Tapas. Before I, thank you, start my coffee and churros. We've been talking in the last few days in our party, the Partido Popular of Manilva, about what's been going on and what is going on with the rise in cost of our water bill coming up in the very next pleno public assembly. And we just want the public to know exactly what's happening. It's basically going to raise your water bill in the approval of the next General Assembly, which is Thursday, by 60%. Something that Compromiso had promised they would never do. Something that Izquierda Unida, from the far left, who I've shared time with in the past as well, would never do. But they're about to raise it by 60% on each and every one of your bills in the next public assembly, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about that because we don't have a majority vote. And you might say, well, look, stuff has to go up. You know, we're in a time where there are increases everywhere. Salaries aren't going up, for example. But it's not that. Our rates are now at their highest they've ever been in the history of Manilva since the last change of government, where we were ousted by Compromiso and Izquierda Unida. They've gone up to the highest they've ever been, which is over 30 million euros a year, at the very least. And here's my churros. At the very, very, very least, they've gone up by millions of euros. And all we seem to have, and don't get me wrong, I agree, we like parties, we like festivities here in Manilva. It's something that makes us who we are, we're famous for them. But how come our rates can go up to over 30 million euros and our water bill in the very next assembly to 60%? 60% more than you've been paying previously after this approval goes through. Now, it might not be a lot because the water bill isn't necessarily a big bill, but 60%, my God, it's absolutely amazingly crazy. It's something that if it was necessary to do certain costs and scenarios that actually do go into it, why couldn't it have been swallowed into the increase in rates through the extra properties that we've gained over the recent years here, and extra I.B.I Bills that are coming in from the properties, the town increase of population? Why couldn't it have just been covered with that and actually be stated in the accounts? Why have we got to pay that? I really don't understand that we accept these things. But anyway, there we go. I know I don't do these messages often, and when I do, well, I suppose I talk too much. So for now and for today, I'm going to have my breakfast. I hope you have a good one, guys.